Yo, guys and gals, me Mudahar. And you know what? I don't want there to be a whole war in the comment section below. I don't want it to turn to like Call of Duty or whatever between, two sides. At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting haunted by one face that I'm sure a lot of you guys have probably seen floating around on the internet. And, normally I wouldn't make a video on just like seeing a meme, but when this is basic, when I wake up every single morning and the first thing I see in my like actual eyeballs is somebody else's face for like 4 days in a fucking row, ladies and gentlemen, we gotta talk about it. Now, this is JD Vance, current Vice President of the United States of America. And for whatever, whatever you got to discuss, this is not about any of his actions, not about any of his discussions, not about any of his, background. It's about his face. Now, I want you to burn this face really well. I got this from whitehouse.gov, so at least we know that it's probably not edited with, okay? It's not touched up. It's not face filtered. There's no AI that's looked at this, okay? Unless it got beauty filters in the White House, I don't know about. But this is, from what I understand, the man's official portrait, okay? Now, obviously, for the last few days, there have been a lot of people that have been making memes like this. Come on, Bam! I got walking pneumonia. So, yeah, people have been making fat JD Vance memes. Obviously, the man is not this ginormously voluptuous. This is clearly the work of artificial intelligences. But obviously, there have been just fun captions, fun memes. Every time you see a photo of this guy, it always just blows me away. There are so many different Fat Vance memes that you could collect an entire, iPhone worth of them and still not have enough space on the device to store the other 10,000 images that exist. But anyways, Mom said you have to find a game that's 3 players. And it's him, dude. God damn. Now this one, I swear, is not an edited image from my understanding, or maybe it is. I'm not even sure. It's actually so well done. They could have got this direct feed. You have to say please and thank you, Mr. Yankee. I love this guy, dude. When you die in the game and your little brother knows it's his turn now. If you ever played with your younger brother, you ever played like GTA sitting next to him, he knew when it was his turn. God damn. It's such a perfect face, dude. Such a memeable face. You just plugged in the N64. The boys are being dropped off by their mom. The Mountain Dew Code Red is on ice. Do they even make Code Red anymore? I remember when I lived in the States, they actually had one of the best Mountain Dew flavors, which was Code Red. I don't even know if they make it. You ordered the pizza 31 minutes ago, and the delivery driver isn't here yet. It will be free. It's Friday night in America. That face is the perfect encapsulation of the greatest Friday night one can ever have. God damn. You're in the wrong neighborhood, liptard. It's just a bunch of walking Pepe chuds, dude. It's crazy. It's always just like having fun. One thing I've noticed that no matter who you are, people can just come together and make memes of this guy. And one thing that I've definitely found impressive too is apparently somebody had asked him, this isn't totally confirmed by me, but apparently the people closest to him are like, yeah, this guy's just apparently cool with it. He's just finding funny in it. There's no way you can lash out and crash out at the people getting mad making memes of you. Because at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, it is just what it is, all right? People are going to meme this guy, so you might as well take it on the chin and have a few laughs. For instance, this is Kim Jong Vance. I love this one too. This is like a great collection of the political compass. You got him on the top right. You got Big Boss. You got Venom Snake Vance on the left, which is actually pretty badass. Look, if it was me, I would have had that as my White House portrait pic if I worked in the government at all. You've got Emo Vance, and you've got the original Fatty Vance right here. Riddle me this, I demand money, I demand thanks, and yet all the while, I never say thanks. Who am I? They riddled him, dude. They gave him the Riddler, brother. Do the thank you. I can't, dude. I have so many of these. We could literally be recording for hours on end, but we gotta get through this. It's game night, boys. You ever played Guess Who? Just to show you how many different versions there are. These are all individual versions of the JD Fat Vance meme. And it's all done on a Guess Who board, okay? It's crazy shit. For the first time in my life, I'm genuinely confused. I think this is Stalker 2. I think this game might actually be Stalker 2. It almost reminds me of Serious Sam for a minute, but this is where they're starting to put some JD stuff over here. on the actual video games. This is a less impressive edit, but you know, a hilarious edit nonetheless. Is this the old Warhammer 40k Vance? Ooh boy, he's got the power all in his hands. For anybody that's like a creepypasta aficionado like me, you probably remember this girl right here, but the creepy girl has been replaced by good old Vance. This is surprisingly the one part where like his face actually makes this image at least 100 times scarier. There would be a metric amount of shit and piss in my pants if I had seen this at like 2 in the morning, brother. God, that's why I'm glad I film in the morning sometimes, dude. God damn. You know, I never thought I'd be looking at this movie in a long time, but for anybody that hasn't remembered, this is from like that, I think this is Shark Boy and Lava Girl. I do not want to be reminded of this movie, but if the only thing that could make it better was this guy staring right at me, dude. You know, at this point, I want to play a game like Doom and just have him be like Doom Guy's like portrait at the bottom. That would make me absolutely happy. I'm sure there's already a mod that exists like that on Doom anyways. Oh no, that's the old Las Vegas sphere, dude. You know, I wonder how much it would cost to get that onto the Las Vegas sphere if they would even actually put it on. I think the actual advertising is in like the millions, but this would be a kill. If I was, dude, this would be a killer Las Vegas like sphere thing. Imagine flying in and seeing this stare right at you, brother. That would be crazy. POV, you can't have your lunch until you say thank you. All right, the deep fried stuff is getting a little bit too out there. You got to have a good mix between the fat and then like, you know, this is just, the whole like red deep fried stuff might be getting a little bit too far, but the caption just brings it back all the way. Oh, brother, we've got the 3D version of him too. Now, obviously, utilizing things like artificial intelligence allows us to get access to funnier memes like this. Now, for anybody that's oh wow, what the fuck is this? So I just recently started watching The Sopranos, and I can't deny it, man. He matches up to a Tony Soprano pretty well, dude. This is outside the old bada bing. You gotta watch that show. Sopranos is probably one of the greatest television shows to ever exist. And I'm so glad it's meeting up the actual meme-tacular voyage that is the JD Vance stuff. Oh no, you received the like. Don't keep your potential. You know, it's crazy how true this is on like dating apps and shit. You received a like. Do you wanna find out? No, I'm good. Dude, I swear to God, with a baby face like this, you can't even win. They got the whole propeller. And they got the lollipop. You're not winning against this, man. I'm sorry. At some point, you might as well shave whatever beard you have off and just completely embrace all of this. The baby face Fat Vance meme is just, it is hilarious. And again, to go back with like at least this guy, regardless of, I don't know anything about like these people and like, dude, imagine going on the actual like, imagine going on to like the actual crypto market and seeing Pui/USD. It's actually going up. Dude, a whole bunch of people are about to get rugged by a Please and Thank You Mickey Yankee coin. Dude, if this gets rugged, I swear to God, it might be the funniest day in crypto. We're looking at this meme reaching a market cap of $19.9 million, dude. Sometimes I think to myself, what world and universe do I live in? And this is actually that world and universe, man. It's wild stuff. Like, it really, like, sometimes, you know, like, the world can get so depressing and fucked up around you that you just have to, like, at some point realize that we literally live in the Weasel timeline, okay? Something is so wrong. Something is so goofy sometimes. It's like that one perk from, like, I think it's a Fallout New Vegas, like the Wild Wasteland. Shit's just insane all around. So at some point you have to sit down and just have a good laugh, okay? Sometimes you have to put that smile on your face and just laugh through the day. And, you know, regardless of what side of the aisle anybody's on, at least everyone somehow has come together to laugh at some memes here. Even the man himself, which, you know, to be fair, I think anybody, you know, should give credit for somebody if they can at least laugh off a meme version of them. Now, obviously, in all of this, one of the things that I kind of saw brought up was the Take It Down Act. Now, one of the things that sort of popped up in amongst a lot of these discussions was one law where they were kind of talking about like artificial intelligence deepfaking stuff. I believe it was Trump's wife that kind of brought this up, like the first lady, which actually was a law that, you know, kind of had people talking about this a little bit. Like, can you start to like deepfake people around and like manipulate their faces without their consent, which is something of a law in a lot of other countries. But I wanted to kind of focus on this because this is not a law in regards to memes necessarily. This is in regards to intimate visual depictions, which obviously I think a lot of you understand what it means. Basically, the term digital forgery means any visual depiction, intimate of course, of an identifiable individual created through the use of software, machine learning, artificial intelligence, or any other computer-generated or technological means, including by adapting, modifying, manipulating, or altering an authentic visual depiction. So literally by like deep fakes or like, you know, deep AI generated like imagery, like sometimes often illegal, sometimes it can happen to, unfortunately, minors in the situation. So obviously, I think for most of the world, fat Vance memes, or really memes of anybody, are pretty much safe pickings. But obviously, when this law is brought up, I wanted to just kind of talk about it in this video because I am in support of stuff like this. Obviously, when it comes to non-consensual visual depictions of people, probably should have laws against it. We already do have laws, but probably should update those laws to match up. I see no reason why anybody should be against this in any capacity. And again, I'm sure some of these laws kind of got brought up because there were actual hacks happening in US federal agencies where Trump was sucking toes. I don't even know if I can show this based on YouTube's terms of services, and I'm not going to try and fuck around with it. But yeah, no, obviously these are laws that probably should have been passed as well too.
Now, do I think that these memes fall under any form of deepfake stuff? I don't know. I hope it's not going to, because this stuff is genuinely funny. But I just wanted to add that blurb in because I thought it was really interesting how these laws are also being passed. And in some cases, most of the world is catching up with some really illegal uses of AI. But I think the best case uses, as you're checking, and obviously this post is 100% fact-checked by McPatriot. So yeah, I mean, there's no shortage of actual Vance memes. You know, you've got born to dilly-dally or forced to lock in. I love this one. The JD Minion. People just don't stop. It just keeps going. Now, if you're wondering if there's a collage of this stuff, there is. It's actually really difficult sometimes to find out which one of these images is real. I think the closest one might be this right here. That's it, dude. It's crazy.
But when it comes to old JD Vance, I swear to God, this face has been all over my timelines, all over the internet, and trying to escape it has been a near statistical impossibility, okay? But ladies and gentlemen, I would say that escaping air molecules all around us is actually significantly easier than escaping this one meme. But it has been a meme that I swear to God has probably brought like an actual smile to my face. So honestly, if you feel like life is kind of tough right now, if you feel like shit's really dark and depressing, at least there is one thing that can make everyone come together and laugh. And it's make you please and thank you. God damn, dude. So fucking goofy. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike it if you dislike it. I am out.